Federal Finance Minister Asad Umar on Friday gravely cautioned against the potential difficulties the country will be faced with if the oil prices in the global markets do not stabilize soon, saying in such an event, it will be bad news for Pakistan. These remarks came during an interview aired on Channel 92 in which he discussed fiscal measures taken by the newly elected government since it came into power and future plans for the Pakistani economy. As the interview began, the show host, Muhammad Malik, decided to hit the deck running and asked the finance minister regarding the Saudi investment for CPEC secured by a delegation which visited the kingdom recently. The visit to Saudi Arabia was symbolic. The 3 grants were already in the pipeline. The visit showed the world that there is progress being made in the relationship between the two countries, said Umar. Article continues after AD. Answering a question about the perceived crunch that 1.3 million people who are giving taxes in the country have been put into with increased taxes imposed on them, he said, "I have another bad news for you, there are only 1.3 million filers, out of which, only around 700,000 actually give taxes. We have not levied additional taxes on these taxpayers. Whenever people meet me they say, Yar bara zulm kiya hai, you have been very cruel." He said that beginning yesterday the government has started to catch those filers who do not give any taxes but buy vehicles worth millions. The Federal Board of Revenue (FBR) will see to this, and bring those people into the tax net, Umar vowed. FBR is going to catch the top 100 people, who have bought the most amount of land and cars, but are not filers and do not give taxes. This will be done over the span of a few weeks, after which in a comprehensive exercise people who have lavish lifestyles, as in traveling in the business class etc. will be identified. I thought you would ask why only 100 people, let me answer that anyway, it is 100 people so that FBR cannot sidestep this and say that as there are too many people the exercise will take too long. With only 100 people, the exercise will not take more than a few weeks, he explained. When questioned whether the government plans on approaching the International Monetary Fund (IMF), he responded by saying, "I would like anyone to find any answer besides the one I am about to give. We will look at all options including going to the IMF given the situation, after which I will give my recommendation to the Prime Minister, who in turn can decide to act upon it or look to other avenues." In response to the host's comment regarding the general perception that the government has no idea what to do with the finance ministry, he said, "For 4 years they did not make any decisions about gas. They wreaked havoc with the department. They, the past government, did not take any action on the electricity department for years. In the past 30 days, our government has taken clear decisions on all the matters we have touched upon," he said, defending the government's performance. As the conversation turned to scandals such as the liquefied natural gas (LNG) contract corruption case, Umar said that the government has had a meeting on LNG terminals with the Economic Coordination Committee (ECC) and reports have been sought on the matter. He assured that the issue is up for review and decisions will be taken soon to address it. Moving on to the taxes levied on liquefied petroleum gas (LPG), he pointed out that there was previously a 30% tax imposed on LPG which has now been reduced to 10%, in view of the fact that it is a